This was the age of Conan. Enslaved as a boy, Conan grew into a warrior. He escaped to encounter mystery, magic, and myth, while forever facing the ultimate master of sorcery. Lover, friend, hero. His destiny was to free the oppressed and become a king by his own hand. Conan. Thousands of years ago, long after the oceans drank the gleaming city of Atlantis, there was an age undreamed of, when mythical kingdoms spread across the uncharted world like mantles beneath the stars. The Barbarian Age, a time of superstition and myth, when sorcerers cast evil spells and fantastic creatures stalked the earth. A time when the many were ruled by the few. In this world lived an adventurer destined to be its king. A man in whose veins flowed the blood of ancient Atlantis. He is a Cimmerian, born on the battlefield, strengthened by time and trial. He is Conan.
What are you two staring at?
We thought you called for us, Master.
Don't think. Just go out in the hall and wait. And now... Go!
That dream again.
Never mind the dream. The warrior. What about the warrior?
It's ordained that the warrior will be king of Cimmerian.
I am the king of Cimmerian.
You will be slain by a descendant of Atlantis who carries the Greek blade.
Slain? Slain? Who talks about slaying? How can I avoid such wild rumors?
You can find the chosen one and kill him before he kills you.
Good thinking. But how am I supposed to know who he is?
He will be of pure Cimmerian blood, and he will bear the sword of Atlantis that you see in your dreams.
You will provide enough meat to get me to Tiberia.
Go ahead, kill me.
You are a girl.
I am a woman.
You are a girl, and almost a dead one.
No, I am a woman.
You're right. Almost a dead woman. Why did you steal my meat? You don't look underfed.
My village is hungry.
How can they be hungry? This is rich land.
Yes, but we attacked by his Azul. His soldiers took most of our crops. The men of my village are farmers. They're not hunters.
Why should I feed your village? The people of your village wouldn't feed me, a stranger.
Some would and some wouldn't. But if you let me keep that hindquarter, I would prepare you a fine meal.
I'll go get the things for my camp.
But don't waste your time looking for the rest of that steer.
Why?
It's already, back at the village.
How?
Well, while you chased me, some friends stole the rest of your kill.
So I'm a guest of my own meal, whether I like it or not.
You will like it.
You're strong.
Oh, is that important to you?
Not to be weak is more important.
Why do you always bring him with you?
Why do you keep him around?
If you do not grasp the powers of magic, General Goroth, it will be the death of you.
Perhaps, my lord, I would grasp it. You gave me some powers of my own.
No, I don't think so. Do you still control the Cimmerians?
You rule them.
Do I control them?
They are a barbarous lot.
How would you know? You never fight. I have. They are as tough as the roots of the oldest trees, my lord.
I only wish you to find one man amongst them and dispose of him.
That should present no great challenge, my lord.
He is a man of great strength and power, much larger than you, General Goroth, and he wields a huge blade, a close relation of the blades of the lost country of Atlantis.
Such blades have not been seen in my lifetime.
I would much prefer that this one not be used by anyone else but you, General.
It would be my pleasure, my lord.
Here is a drawing.
My lord.
What do you want of me?
Get rid of the little rat, or I will do it for you.
Oddly wait in the hall. But you've done this.
Do as I say. Search the villages in your region for the man. Feed your men with the supplies of the other villages. General Goroth will show you how.
We will follow Goroth. If any of his men find the Cimmerian, they will send for him.
Is that what Hissazul wants?
Don't worry about what Hissazul wants. If Goroth gains more power than me, we will be dust. Keep up! Or I will leave you for the dogs to chew on.
One never knows. I know. Listen all! Let's raise our cups high. This wonderful barbarian will supply us with a feast. And with our cups even higher to the beautiful Tamara. And cooking skills and giving us this wonderful taste.
Well, you have quite an appetite.
I traveled a great distance.
And how many piles of bones did you have in front of you to get this far?
Many.
What he wants to know is where you came from.
Only he wants to know.
Well, we all do, and I do.
I come from Cimmeria, to the northwest.
You traveled a long, long way through Ameria, Bithynia, and Numidia.
And Singara and Ophia.
Oh, that's where Azazul has great power.
His evil sorcery is known in many lands.
So you came here? Ran away from him?
I do not run from anyone. Since I became a free man, something pulls me to move on.
How could anyone enslave you?
They attacked my village when I was a child. They killed most of the people and took the children.
And you became a slave?
I was a prisoner, never a slave. I learned of cruelty and hunger. I survived with the help of a blade. And now I'm following a destiny I do not yet understand.
And it drew you here to our village?
You stole my food. That's what drew me here.
You would never stay in a village like this, would you?
No.
I've never been beyond. What is it like out there?
Sometimes dangerous, but filled with wonder.
Is there no beauty?
There's always some beauty.
Do you think that I belong in a village like this?
If you leave, there would be no beauty here at all.
We are looking for a sword. A great sword with rubies in the hilt. A Cimmerian carries it.
I have seen no such sword.
Perhaps this will help your memory.
I'll show you where it is.
They will be back, Barbarian, and we will pay the price.
For such great strength, you have a very gentle touch.
And for such a body, you have a hard head. You fight well.
You admire my strength?
You're like steel wrapped in silk.
And you think I'm beautiful? You said so you cannot deny it.
By Crumb, that is the truth.
Then my sons would be beautiful too. Could you imagine me bearing your sons?
Lately, I can imagine many things. I never put a woman to sleep before.
Is the Barbarian the one we seek?
I do not know. I did not get to see his sword.
So, we were run off by this Barbarian and a bunch of farmers. Defeated by a pack of farmers.
You have disgraced my army. You should have died in battle. Turn around. Let's fly! Now he shows courage. We ride at dawn. I want no farm, no hut, no cart, not even a miserable bucket left intact. Grind that village, every last farmer, and the barbarian into dust, and scatter it to the four winds!
Where is he?
He's waiting outside.
Is he leaving us?
No. Said he spent the night with you and he didn't get any sleep at all. Tell me he didn't do anything.
Shame on you for peeking into Shadow's Cove.
Being shameless is a privilege of the old.
Oh.
Come out and meet as quick as you can.
You have succeeded in being shameless.
I hope so.
Here, I'll show you.
Before you came, the soldiers never even attacked us. They took the food and went.
They didn't take away our hunger. Because our soul told us when to live, when to die. You think that's fair?
He gives us water, wind, and sun.
The forces of nature are not controlled by one man.
His soul is a ruthless man.
He wrote me once. Now I am free. You can leave this village.
And go where? All the land is under the same rule. We cannot fly away to another world.
Listen to me. He's a wizard. One of the worst of the kind. He surrounds himself by beauty, but that's just a ploy. He's one of the worst wizards of all wizards.
I do not like wizards and what they do. I will remember what you said.
Listen, I had a dream the other night. You took Ezer Azul and you killed him with your great blade. And you became king.
I do not wish to be king.
You can't avoid it.
I'm behind the house!
You there. All of you over there. The rest of you behind this big house.
Wait till they pass.
Before you attack.
Should try to talk to them first.
You talk to them. Samira, you go with the men to the big house.
No, Conan.
You
No.
go with the men to the big house.
No! Conan! No!
He is quite a warrior.
What do you plan, my lord?
You will know soon enough.
I hate secrets, especially ones I don't know.
Shut up!
Build a circle!
Stay away! No!
Goodbye, my king.
But I'm no king.
You will be.
You are so very beautiful.
Get him off me! Get him off me!
Hide the huts!
Could have gotten him off me sooner. Use quicker magic next time.
Ride with him in the back.
Or you ride with the beautiful girl?
Get in the cart.
Where do you think you're going?
She will make a fine servant, and he will make a fine slave.
Is this the barbarian I'm searching for?
He is not. He doesn't have the sword. Show him, Audley.
I go to finish the killing. But I warn you, Yara, if you are deceiving me, I will find you.
You have threatened me before, General. I am still here.
Let me go! Where is Conan?
Domestic problem?
She's a village girl. She's having trouble adjusting to the fine clothes.
If she becomes too problematic, I would be happy to take her off your hands. And she wouldn't have to worry about the clothes.
Do what I pay you for.
But this amount of gold, I would test your warrior in the ring of death myself.
Put your best against him.
You do not get the gold back if we kill him.
If your warriors kill him, I will give you the girl.
No, Zebin, he does not like the chains. But what man does, huh?
Where am I?
Morga's compound, where the food is slop, but thankfully the portions are small.
Tamira! Where's the girl that was with me? Why don't you speak?
He does not speak. He is mute. I know nothing of a girl and would prefer not knowing the men I may have to kill.
I doubt that.
I don't stay healthy keeping people alive.
Then why don't you kill your captors?
We are trained to fight and kill each other every day. That does not lead to unity.
The action is there, my dear.
Where is Conan?
He'll be out soon.
Conan! Fight well. Conan. Luck be with you.
To the death with my warrior, Volkor, and Yara's Conan! Yeah!
Magic? It's not neat.
It was a good plan for a barbarian. Now that we no longer have to kill each other, I am Volkar, he is Zebin. What was that for?
You hit me on the head with the axe handle.
You looked away. He wants to know where we go now.
I'm going after Tamira.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I do.
Tell me where she is.
I will show you.
Just tell me.
What would that accomplish? Am I a trophy you would be proud of?
No, but I wouldn't have to waste time playing games with you.
Then you would not find your woman. I can help you.
Why would you leave your master, Yara?
Because I want no master. Just because I'm small does not mean I'm not a man. I feel, I hope, I live. I am not a toy to be used and beaten at the whim of a madman.
You change sides too quickly.
A lifetime is not too quickly. You use me, I use you. A partnership of convenience.
I can find her without you.
Not if you do not know where you're going.
There are other people who know where Yara is.
They will not tell you. They'll be too afraid. You never know when he'll use a tree or a bird or a rock for spying.
Or you. If you lead me into a trap, you will be the first one to die.
Or the last. Who kills me is of little concern.
We can also go with you if you need us.
No. I'll go alone.
Hey, what am I?
You're only a guide. To lead me.
Agreed.
Perhaps we should follow him. You speak quite clearly, my friend, and with wisdom.
And Rena sold me to Yara. I don't know why she did that. I was always loyal. There's never been a question of my loyalty. You don't talk much, do you?
You talk too much.
No such thing as talking too much. Words are how men communicate. When they don't talk, they have misunderstandings, and then they wind up killing each other.
Men talk with swords.
The world is becoming a civilized place, my friend. It no longer matters who has the biggest sword. What? What is it? Where are you going? That's not the way to Yara's castle.
It is a way we must go.
Can't help you. Up there. Okay. take that sword, we could have trouble.
He's dead. The sword is mine.
I'm gonna die in here, aren't I?
Only if you choose to.
I knew this wasn't a good idea. No more caves, okay? Now you know why I hate caves. Fog and rivers and all sorts of things. I don't know why we went in there in the first place.
I told you. I was led there by some force. It was this sword.
I am the sword. It is my symbol. I am Kron.
This is more sorcery I do not understand.
This is your god. I know no magic, only the true power. I have led you to the Sword of Atlantis, and it is yours. The mummy has guarded it for centuries and has fulfilled his duty.
Wanted me to kill him?
He was dead already. You wasted no life. It was the test that started at your birth. All your pain and hardships have been a test.
My mother and father died to test me? What kind of god are you?
I am their god also. They are now on this side with me. I needed a great warrior to right the wrongs. You are that warrior. Trust the sword. Grip it as you would grip my arm. Then trust your next thought. It will light your path. It will be with you. Your parents are very proud of you.
There was an age when mythical kingdoms spread across an uncharted world. This was the age of Conan. Enslaved as a boy, Conan grew into a warrior. He escaped to encounter mystery, magic, and myth, while forever facing the ultimate master of sorcery. Lover, friend, hero. His destiny was to free the oppressed and become a king by his own hand. Conan. Last week on Conan, the sorcerer Hisazul dreamt that a Cimmerian would kill him with the sword of Atlantis.
How can I avoid such wild rumors?
You can find the chosen one and kill him.
Meanwhile, Conan and a beautiful villager, Tamira, have fallen deeply in love.
If you leave, there would be no beauty here at all.
The village was attacked by Hisazul's soldiers and they were captured. The wizard Yara forced Conan to fight as a gladiator, but he escaped. Yara's servant became Conan's ally.
I can help you.
On their journey, Conan fought a six-armed mummy to claim the legendary sword. The great god Kron spoke to Conan.
I needed a great warrior to right the wrongs. You are that warrior.
There's something that bothers me. If your god Kron cares about you, why does he test you?
Because he chooses to.
Wouldn't it be simpler to ask you a couple of questions?
Who is this barbarian?
He is Conan, a great warrior. Armies everywhere would give 100 horses to have him on their side.
And I'm Bethia, the Virgin Queen of Alpha.
Really?
Do I look like a Virgin Queen? You were in no condition. It's time now.
I want my clothes.
If I had known how much you'd eat, I would have left you in the forest.
I traveled a great distance, and I did not ask to be invited.
Then you should stay awake and travel by horseback.
Sometimes I do.
What did you do with your last horse? Eat it?
No. I'm sure you have it. Where's my sword? Well done.
I believe it deserves it.
Thank you.
I am Corella, Queen of Thieves. Have you heard of me?
No.
Usually people who enter my forest with weapons don't leave with them.
Usually people who push me in the river don't live.
Where are you headed, Barbarian?
To find the wizard Yara.
Oh. The wizard Yara. I know him. He possesses a fine jewel they call the heart of an elephant. I have always wanted to steal it, but Only a fool would steal from a wizard.
He has another jewel, called Cimmerian, which I will steal.
I did not take you for a fool.
I'll pay you back one day for your kindness.
You could repay me now.
I would rather find Audley.
I never let a stranger see my hidden lair and then just walk away.
And I have never let anyone stop me from going where I want to go. Don't worry. I shall keep the secret of your lair.
Perhaps one day we'll meet again. When you have less urgent business.
I take it we're in a hurry?
No, wait. I'm tired of walking. No, see, maybe these riders are friendly and they'll lend us a horse. No, if not, then we'll take some. Who are you and who do you serve?
I'm Dor, and I serve no one. I have nothing to protect.
Then where do you ride to? Or do you just enjoy the smell of sweating horses?
We search for a warrior named Conan. We hope you'll lead us.
To do what?
To rid this land of Hisazul.
We know Conan. If you will spare us a couple of horses, we will ride with you to find him. Ridding the land of Hisazul is another matter and not our business.
We have but one horse, but you must share a saddle.
I know. You can't talk and you hate horses.
Be in Orange by nightfall.
Ever wonder what it's like to be my size?
I was your size. When I was 4.
Nobody takes you seriously. Nobody.
Maybe it's a hat you're wearing.
What's wrong with my hat?
It's too close to the ground.
You see? You ridicule me too.
No. Enemies ridicule. I just tease you a little.
Are you calling me a friend?
If you lead me to Cimmerian, you will be a big friend.
I'm surprised. For a moment. They are too strong. We need more men and better weapons before we try to face Goroth.
These are the men who destroyed our village.
Would you add your name to the list, farmer?
Yes, I don't care. We must.
All right, we'll help you.
They seem content. Strange.
Yara prefers it that way.
What is this fog?
Right now it is harmless, but Yara can poison it anytime he wishes. He also sends serpents scurrying through it to kill those he once killed. All manner of things. Ah! Just kidding. Like friends do.
Where do we have to go?
Yara would have the jewel in the tower. He would also have the girl there. There are guards on the grounds, but I know a way in back.
When we get inside the wall, jump up once in a while so I can see you.
Is that a joke?
Do you hear me laughing?
There is no fog inside the wall. He will probably have her up there in his wing of the castle.
Wait here.
Do try to remember he is a wizard.
Wizards can die.
So can we.
Conan.
Samira.
Oh, how I have missed you.
Are you all right?
Yes. Oh my Conan. I was so afraid.
Did he hurt you?
No. Is it still too soon to talk about sons?
Maybe we should wait until we are safely out of Arrington.
I'm sorry. My father always said I was born in a hurry.
Having sons with you is all I have thought about.
How will we escape? The door to my room is open, but I can't leave. It's like there's an invisible wall. He's kept me here like a prisoner.
Oh, I think not. I would say more like bait. Barbarian bait.
Let us go, wizard, or I cut you in half.
That is a great sword. You will need it where you are going. Kill me, and she stays in that state forever. Do my bidding, and I set her free.
What do you want?
I want you to go to the tower and steal the heart of the elephant.
I was told it was yours, and that your power comes from it.
It was stolen from me by the creature that guards it. I still have enough power to control you. I want it back.
What creature guards it?
It matters not.
It would matter greatly to me.
Bring me the heart, and I release Cimmerian. Fail, and she is mine for 1,000 lifetimes.
Release her from the mirror, and I will go.
Why would I do that?
Because you want the stone, and you don't want to die. She's still in a trance.
And there she will stay until you return. You may leave by the door this time.
It is beautiful.
So is the hood of a cobra.
Which way?
I don't know. They guard Yara's treasure room. There are more. When I was young, I always figured I would start to grow. Any minute. I waited a long time, but,
You should have done this before.
You?
You noticed. Look, if you're going to be on top of me, at least lean on your elbows.
What are you doing here? You said only fools would steal from wizards.
I changed my mind.
There was a dead guard out there. He was strangled.
He was trying to kill Jan. Meet Jan. He's my best archer.
Jan kills Conan. I cut Jan's throat. She kills me. I don't like this game.
Audley said there are more guards out there.
I don't know. We just got here. Is there another entrance?
Maybe over there.
He knew the risks.
You can have all the other jewels in the tower. But I must have the heart of the elephant.
No! I came here for that stone too.
Yara will not set Tamira free until I bring him the stone.
Listen, Barbarian. I may have been born in the dark, but it wasn't last night.
He speaks the truth.
Never has a woman that I've never even met come between me and the things that I want so many times.
Do you agree?
All the other stones? No tricks. I must meet this Tamira sometime. Now! This is more like it. You are welcome to the heart of the elephant, Barbarian.
Are you sure that no thief has ever come out of it alive?
Nary a one.
Conan, look at this stone.
It's beautiful. Maybe the guards below killed some of the thieves. But what killed the rest?
Whatever killed the rest is beyond that door.
It reeks of sorcery.
As much as it saddens me, my lovable giant, I'm gonna let you have the rest of this adventure on your own.
I could protect Corella.
Wait here.
killed my mate. Lower your sword. There will be plenty of time to kill me.
I do not trust sorcery.
There are many kinds of sorcery. Some of it good, and some of it evil.
Which are you?
That would depend on whom you ask.
I would call that creature in the next room evil.
Once, she was not. The wizard Yara learned at my knee, but he wasn't happy. He wanted it all. He wanted to rule over man and beast. When I refused, he turned my beautiful wife into that monster you saw, and me into this creature that sits before you.
I'm sorry about your wife, but it is my woman I will rescue with this stone.
In death, my wife is at last free. What you did was not bad. She died of love. Your love for another.
I do not understand why Yara doesn't walk in and take the stone.
His powers are strong, but not complete. He needs the stone for that. He will be helpless in my tower. For 200 years, he sent countless thieves. Spydra killed all those who got through my garden.
If I kill Yara, can you free my woman?
No! You must give Yara the stone.
Then I will be responsible for giving him total power.
Trust me.
Why?
The one who killed Spydra would be the one who would kill me, and thus deliver the stone. You must give him the stone.
I cannot kill you. You are not my enemy.
Cut out my heart, and take the blood, and squeeze it over the stone. You would be setting me free from this terrible body, and joining me with my love, in a world that is far better than this place.
I understand well. Wanting to be with your love.
When you give Yara the stone, tell him that Yagosha gives you one last gift, and one last enchantment. Those words, exactly.
Where is the girl from the village?
Why? Listen, wizard. Whatever my army leaves undestroyed, Hisazul will finish. Where is she?
I need her right now. You can have her later.
Take her out of her trance.
She isn't under a spell.
Surely no woman would stay with you who weren't under a spell.
She's in the village square.
The sunrise. It was beautiful from up here. Did you get the stone? I'm beginning to have faith in your crown.
There's hope for you, Otley.
Conan. Where is he?
He's behind you, hunting for you, always in your nightmares.
Do not test me.
If you kill me, you'll be signing your own death warrant.
So be it.
you get the jewel?
Yes. Where's Tamira?
Let me see it and I will tell you where she is. Gorith took her. She's in the village square waiting for you.
I will kill you!
Not while I possess this stone.
I was told to tell you, Yakosha gives you one last gift and one last enchantment.
No! You betrayed me!
I knew you would find me. I would have borne you fine sons, Conan. Strong sons with eyes like the sky.
You still will.
I can see the next world. Oh, it is beautiful.
This is my fault. It happened because of me.
No, Conan. Evil people will always want you and those around you dead. You are free. You will not and you must not ever submit. You promised me that. Promise me. Fighting at your side gave me joy.
It took your life.
No, it was my life. As short as it was, I breathed a different air with you. Free air. It was delicious.
I don't want to lose you.
You will never lose me. Whenever you set someone free, I will be there. Remember, I love you. You will make a great king, my barbarian.
I have stopped the search for the Barbarian, my lord.
What?
It was unsuccessful.
Unsuccessful? Who told you to stop the search?
I killed his woman in the streets of Arenjun. He will come to us.
Sometimes you surprise me, General Goroth, and this time you make me very happy. Deploy your troops.
I am your servant, my lord.
Is that the woman you sought? I am sorry.
Did you follow me?
Along with some of the farmers from the village.
Did many survive the slaughter?
A few. But they have gathered others.
And you are with them?
No. No, Conan. Zevon and I have talked. We are with you.
Show me where the others are.
If you are prepared to die as free men, then you can also prepare to live as free men.
They have lost everything. Some of them blame it on you.
I've also lost everything. Cimmerian is gone. Blame me or not. Will you follow me?
I will.
For revenge or freedom?
Both.
Then let's go to fight and win!
Tell me one thing. Why does he says Azul wish you dead?
I do not know.
I do. One of the long dead told Mrs. Azul that you are the one destined to kill him.
Why did you wait to tell me this?
Could not have changed anything. And until now, we were too busy with Yara. Mrs. Azul's vision shows you with the sword of Atlantis. He fears that of us.
Then he fears Kram. And then he will also fear me.
Are there jewels in His Azul's castle?
I have other reasons to be there.
Well, I don't.
I guess there are many jewels. But there's also revenge.
Stealing and revenge are noble concepts. Do you have a plan?
Yes.
Glad to see you survived the tower.
Why? Would you have felt that if I hadn't?
You'll never know, will you?
General, look!
Where did Conan find so many men? Alert the troops. We still have surprise on our side.
for the wizard!
The battle went badly, Master.
You could have said that with more regret.
I cannot regret, since I have no future and cannot change my past.
What about the Barbarian, the chosen one?
He is running through the woods to the castle now.
And what about General Gorold? Why did you not just say that he was dead?
Because you have been known to vanquish the messenger, Master.
Well, you have been dead for a very long time. You are a skull with no body.
Then there will be nothing for Conan to slay. He will be arriving here soon.
Then what can we use against him?
You are running out of soldiers, Master. I would suggest you call upon your own talents.
And you are suggesting that I make you flee from the barbarians?
Since I lack the ability to run, I suggest that you have us both disappear. Meanwhile, I intend to do the best I can by myself.
I should give you to him, to the barbarian. But on the other hand, perhaps you're right.
You were not delayed long.
We will finish in the zoo together.
What?
Stones from a castle that doesn't exist.
You have done something good. You don't feel better?
No, just poorer. Now I feel better. I have wounded that need care.
I will ask Crom to spare them.
Till next time. And no more empty promises.
Quite a woman.
Yeah?
Yeah.
For sure.
I don't know if one would sleep well at night. She seems to enjoy killing.
Now you can return to your village and live a peaceful life.
Zebin and I are not men of peace.
And you would get in too much trouble without my guidance.
I go after his Azul. It is best if I go alone.
Then go alone. But we are on the same quest. Shall we walk behind you, or walk alongside you as friends?
I would never deny you this friendship.
And perhaps it's time you mimic Zebin and be silent.
You have a big enough mouth for both of you.
Since we are about to live and possibly die together, there are certain things that must be understood. I suggest you listen, and listen closely. It will avoid a certain amount of pain and discomfort to you.
I don't believe this. You are threatening us.
Exactly. Perhaps part of your bulk contains a brain. However, its exact location is still unknown. I do not accept ridicule, prodding, or generally being mistreated with disrespect for anyone's entertainment.
I know that for a fact.
I also hate caves, fog, rivers, snakes, horses, and anything generally larger than what I can lift.
Are you looking at me?
Only because I cannot look around you.
And my little bite-sized friend, what do you intend to give us in return for these courtesies?
Loyalty, courage, and friendship.
Thank you.
Zebin says he will teach you how to ride and share a horse with you. And he will teach you both how to deal with me. I can vouch for the fact that he does both well.
I, in turn, can only offer you adventure and danger.
Accepted.
by Crom. Together, we will fight for freedom.
After the ocean swallowed Atlantis, and before recorded history, there was an age when mythical kingdoms spread across an uncharted world. This was the age of Conan. Enslaved as a boy, Conan grew into a warrior. He escaped to encounter mystery, magic, and myth, while forever facing the ultimate master of sorcery. Brother, friend, hero. His destiny was to free the oppressed and become a king by his own hand. Conan.
I don't like horses, dark places, or water over a foot deep. We were headed east trying to locate Hissazul's stronghold, and already we're running into 2 out of the 3.
We have to lead the horses.
Walk?
If they are injured, we will do a great deal more walking.
Be a blessing right now.
The way through the mountain is never level and smooth.
We could go around.
The sword of Atlantis led us in this direction. There is need for us here. We have to follow him.
You take 1 step, I take 2. And on top of it, I have to eat cold food.
Quit complaining. We all want a hot meal. He's afraid of the legends of Asgard.
Legends? What legends?
The legends of beast men who live in the mountain and an old witch who lures men into her grasp. It's old wives' tales, huh?
Just in case the old wives were right. Somebody give me a hand? At least somebody has a heart. And he's dry.
men! Our only escape is up!
I can make it! Seven! Oddly this way! What about the beastmen?
Beastmen, here I come.
Up the mountain! You can do it!
What's the matter? Heights frighten you? Oh, well. What we need now is a nice, cheerful fire.
They say the pass that leads to the valley beyond is somewhere up here, if we can find it.
I will.
You're not gonna leave us here, are you?
You can come with me, or wait until I come back.
Have a safe trip.
Thank you, my friend.
Those soldiers have no sense of humor, but they're smart enough to fear the beastmen.
Who are you?
I thought you had the magic to start fires anywhere, Oddly.
I do, but this wind has the magic to put them out.
Zebin insists that Conan has been captured by the beastmen. He wants us to go look for him.
Oh, that's right. Let's everyone go off in a wild goose chase and leave me here, by myself.
Exactly. You stay here while we're gone in case he comes back.
I've half a mind to wake this manling up and make him work for himself.
This manling has size and strength. Perhaps the outside world is a better place than we are told.
We will never know. As Azul has deemed us to mine ore for. It is our fate. This madling killed him.
And he just left his body on the mountainside?
Couldn't bring them both. This creature weighs a ton.
No manling has ever killed a Bruthian huntsman. Take him before Gokri. He can work to make up for it.
We don't take orders from you, O'Reilly.
It would be my master's wish, not my own.
We will take him to the throne room, Gorba. It's much closer than the pens.
The Sword of Atlantis. It's colder than ice. Something must have happened to Conan. He would have never left his sword behind. Conan is dead. And so are we. Come, let's tell Otley the news.
Ah, this is a large one.
And he's vicious, Gokri. He murdered Gra.
How?
With a sword, Master. A great sword. Like the weapons of old.
What do they call you, manling?
I'm a man, not a manling.
I'm not sure you'll make a very good slave.
I'll make no slave at all, you animal.
You call me an animal? You're the workhorse here, man. So you see, I treat well-behaved humans nicely. She also treats me well.
What kind of woman are you? Those have beasts like this.
You're a prisoner in Bruthium. You'll ask no questions. Down on your knees, manling.
Down, manling.
Take him to the pens.
You will learn, large one. You will learn.
Welcome to the slave pens of Brutheim. My name is Kiord. I am foreman of this sector.
Conan of Cimmeria.
Your hands are still bound. Gorba and Gaul clearly fear you.
They would fear me more if they knew how close they came to death.
Yes, yes. I heard how well you battled before they captured you up above.
Not well enough.
Let me help you.
We have a little food left over from feeding time. Do not let hunger weaken you.
Feeding time? I'm not a beast of burden.
We all are.
You'll get used to it. All newcomers resist at first, but beatings, starvation, this is all you can look forward to if you don't do as the beast men tell you.
Like Kiord and Yara, have lived their whole lives in darkness. Those of us who still remember life above ground try hard to forget.
You can fight to be free.
How?
Any way you can. With these.
This is the only life we've ever known, Conan. Those who come from above, like you, bring us our only other view of the manlings.
We are men.
No. No. We are manlings. In time, you will be one as well. There is no escape from the slave pens of Brutheim. Only death.
I will escape.
Why do you disturb me when I'm instructing my new serving girl?
Now I'm sure you were my wizard. But I thought this more
Important? What could be more important than serving girl?
Yes, instructing can be wearing on you. But I thought you should know about Conan, while you are still alive.
Conan, what about him? As far as I know, he spends most of his time interrupting my most intimate moments.
He is in the land of the Beruthians.
I do not give a pig's ear for the Beruthians, so long as they mind all they are beasts.
Forgive me, O Great One. I only repeat what has been spoken by these creatures, their words having little meaning beyond their own land.
Then why tell me?
Conan was chased there by your soldiers. He is now a prisoner. It would be an opportunity to destroy him.
He has the strength of 10 men, but the beast men will wear him down or throw him in the pit and watch him die. I would like to see that too, but we must allow that entertainment for their reward.
You are most generous, O Great One. But that will take time.
So, meanwhile, we will watch Conan mine some ore.
And if he escapes?
No one has ever escaped from the mines.
That is history. We are dealing with the present.
You are being very insolent, and if you are not careful, I will put wine in your water and give you the morning pain.
I should have gone with him.
You would not have stood a chance against whatever took Conan.
Thinks we should go down the mountain and face Hiss Azul's monkeys.
Great idea, Zevin. Why don't we just throw ourselves on top of them?
We just need to find Conan or the pass he was seeking.
What difference does it make what we do? We're just gonna freeze to death anyway.
Not if you keep the fire going, Lobby.
Oh, no problem. Once I run out of firewood, I'll just burn our clothes. Who's gonna be the first to donate his pants? Yours look like they might last a couple of days.
Thinks we should wait out the night, and if Conan's not back by the morning, we should go back down the mountain, face our fate, and die like men.
This is depressing. I'm gonna go look for some more wood. Hard place.
I, for one, agree with Zevin. If Conan's not back by dawn, we go back down the mountain and take those snakes to hell.
If we're still alive.
Don't kill me. I've already risked my life to come here. I know you hate me for helping the Beastmen trap you. I couldn't help it.
I saw no ropes holding you on a mountainside.
If I tried to run, Gokri would cut my throat. And then kill 10 slaves in reprisal. Do you think I'd like living this way? Seeing the world just outside my reach?
What do you want?
To hear about the cities where humans rule.
If I tell you, will you help me to escape?
I can't. You think I've sold my soul to these beastmen, and I'm no better than they are. What choice did I have? Either live as Gokri's lapdog, or to grovel in the dirt and not help any of the other prisoners. I wish Brutheim would fall to ruins and be ground under the heel of his Azul.
Wake up!
Don't let them see me, Conqueror.
Wake up, dogs! It's time to go to work! Move! Wake up! Wake up! Move! Or I'll whip your naked skin raw! Move! This one's violent, but we'll work it out of him. Who's that?
It's one of the children. Sick.
I'll be the judge of that, Georg!
Leave her alone.
Move, Handling. Move! Work! 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 Break you I will, manling. Move this rock from here to here. Then, if I don't like the job you've done, you'll move it again. Get up and do as I say. Get up! Get up! Get up! Manling! Get up! Help me! Help me!
Stop! He's new! He doesn't know the rules yet!
Back to work!
Do as they tell you, Conan. It'll only be better for all of us.
Everyone! Back to work.
Stan, we need him!
He's a good worker! I'm telling you, we need him. He's a good worker. He's strong, he's healthy, he just tripped. Please, no! Please! Please! Please!
Back to work!
This is food for pigs.
Eat it. Otherwise, they don't feed you for days.
What is the thing they call gabla?
Pray you never find out.
The work has made you strong, Kirot. You should use your strength for freedom.
You've been summoned to the throne room, manling. Make one false move, and your head will take to Valkyrie.
I sent for you, not Gakri.
Are you not afraid your master will find us?
He's sleeping. Soundly. I drugged his wine. I wanted to thank you for saving me today, Manly.
My name is Conan.
You've been whipped.
All slaves are whipped. Except you.
Come closer. I felt my share of the lash. Now come. Sit beside me. Tell me about the human world. I've heard there are cities even greater than Brutheim, built not by beasts, but by men like you and me. Is this true?
Yes.
What are the people like who live in these cities?
Some are strong, others are weak. They're good and bad, courageous and cowardly.
Are the women beautiful?
Some of them.
Is there really such a thing as ships that sail huge oceans manned by humans? And do men really ride upon long-legged animals that move like the wind?
Yes. We call them horses. But now you tell me something. What is the connection between Brutheim and this wizard Azul?
The ore from our mines. I've never seen a man. So strong and noble as you are.
Azul must have great interest in this ore. I have never heard of it.
It was discovered a generation ago. It forges into a metal that's stronger than iron. And the Bruthians make them into great weapons for the wizard's war effort.
Let me see these weapons.
There are some magical ones in the next chamber and many more below. There. With weapons like these, this Azul will conquer the world. And all of Brutheim will move above ground at last.
He lies.
Next time you try to drug me, make sure I drink the wine. Kill him!
There's another door, Conan, run!
Let him go! Let him go. He cannot survive the tunnels of Brutheim again. Strip her of her finery and throw her in the pins with the rest of the slaves! Goodbye, Manly. I'll see you in hell.
Listen? Now! These men. The legends are true. Help! Help!
I don't see why you want to keep looking for this madling. Gakri said not to bother.
Aren't you going to sleep nights knowing this creature's on the loose? What? What's that? Someone left the hatch open. Do you think the manling escaped? They're not that smart.
Conan, how did you get in here? If the guards find you... For myself, Conan. But it's yours now. Use it to fight the beastmen. Or if not, turn it on yourself for an honorable death.
You would have used this knife on yourself?
The thought has crossed my mind more than once.
But you did not. You must fight. Men take their freedom, not their lives. If you won't fight, then flee.
I cannot leave the others to be fed into the pit. I cannot. Go, Conan. Go, Conan. Go, please. Let me try to protect you. Go. Go, please.
We can escape.
Right, then left again. Who am I kidding? I'm lost. Ugh. Ugh. That's not the way.
Not yet.
Wait! You're going the wrong way!
What is the meaning of this?
We've got to leave Bruthia. The slaves have gone mad and are striking us all down.
There is still enough of us, and they are only ignorant animals! And what about Azul? What will he do to us next?
We don't know. But we have served you faithfully, Gakri. Now, we beg your permission to let us flee for our lives.
Run from the manlings. Gakri! Never! No! No! Cowards! There is nothing to fear!
Zevin, you lazy burrow, it's morning. Zevin! Good old Zevin, always ready for a little bit of fun, huh? Hey, where's Otley? The fool took the sword and went to fight the battle alone? Conan never came back. It's time to meet our doom. It's good that I go to the end with you. It should be this way.
The minute my back is turned, they let the fire go out.
Otley! You're alive! Conan, well met, my friend. Well met.
Good to see you, Volga. Meet already?
Any friend of Conan and Otley's is a friend of Volgar.
Where will you go already?
After I take you through the pass? Why, I thought you would have guessed. To see the cities of men.
After the ocean swallowed Atlantis, and before recorded history, there was an age when mythical kingdoms spread across an uncharted world. This was the age of Conan. Enslaved as a boy, Conan grew into a warrior. He escaped to encounter mystery, magic, and myth, while forever facing the ultimate master of sorcery. Brother, friend, hero. His destiny was to free the oppressed and become a king by his own hand. Conan.
We were still headed south to the center of Azul's power. Bio had dropped off to meet us later at the Landing Rocks. Volkar was to travel with us for a few days. He was headed in the same direction, and his size and his axe were a welcome sight. His appetite, however, was a danger to our limited food supply.
What fish? There are none.
I was told the waters are full of them.
The story and the reality differ.
I sent a message. It was false.
You had us pirates fishermen from the lands of the Modars for no reason? The trip did not get them killed, and they will now starve with the rest of their village.
The starving population will be ours if you don't help us.
You tricked me to get me here. I should kill you for this.
I will die anyway. Time's not important. There are people who need your help. Are you going to kill them too?
If you're all liars, why should I care what happens?
Because Azul is responsible for destroying all the fish.
How has Azul destroyed the fish?
By creating a monster with one eye. That is even more.
Prove that you have seen this monster. And then, my friend, I'll help you.
Hey, over here!
Have you nothing better to do than scrounge my rubies in conversation with a serving girl?
I was awaiting your presence, Master. She passed by, and I summoned her.
And is that it? Is that all you have to say?
Conversation is all I have left to give.
Then talk to me. Has Conan been led to the village of Actel as planned?
The fisherman did as you instructed, my lord.
And does Actel understand also?
That I cannot be sure, but he fears you and will perform.
Then you must try to behave more like him.
I do, a great one. I just do not fear for my body.
But you still have teeth. We no longer need the fishermen. Dispose of them.
Actel. Have you received another message?
I have been spoken to.
You appear worried.
I'm not worried, Wicca. I'm in thought. Why do you bother me?
I am going to the marketplace to find what food there is.
You annoy me with the trivial things of a woman's work. I have more important things to do. I've been instructed to perform a ceremony.
And who demands it? The Queen or Hiss Azul?
Do not mention Hiss Azul in the same statement as the Queen.
We lived in peace and health till Hiss Azul evoked his power.
Then where is the Queen when she is needed?
I do not know.
I do. I only know of the power of Hiss Azul and the control he now gives to me. I will do his bidding, and he will reward me.
And what ceremony does he now demand?
Tambal is leaving us. You'll have to make do without a servant until I can find a suitable replacement.
Leaving? To what? To where?
Hiss Azul has ordered it. She goes to a more useful purpose.
Come on. How far is your village?
Not far. Just beyond sight.
Does the wizard Octel rule your land?
Queen Vita does. Actel just serves her.
But how well?
He's gone.
Huh?
There's more than a water monster to be dealt with here.
Come on.
We are looking for the wizard Actel.
Who seeks him?
We do.
And what do you want with him?
The Fisher gun. Actel may know why.
I can tell you that. A monster with one eye has eaten them all. Now dismount and offer me a drink so that I may know you. We still have grog here.
No time for you.
Are you certain?
Where can I find him?
There. Where you see the smoke at the top of the hill.
Volker, ride with me. Zeb Otley, wait here. Come on. Hey!
Is he as strong as he looks?
Stronger, but so am I. What do they call you?
I am Aina. You camouflage your strength well.
Let us offer you a drink and I'll tell you about it.
Does he also boast like you?
He does. Silently. But I'm sure you can make it the same.
Good day, my lord.
Come on. Volker, look at this beauty. This is a fine garden.
Thank you. It feeds us more each day. It belongs to my master, the wizard Octel.
You serve Actel?
He is my protector. He took me in when I was an infant. If you'd like a melon, you'll have to ask him for one. He's coming.
He rides like a farmer.
I wish to speak to you.
I will speak with you presently. Go to the house. Wait for me there. Speak to no one. Go now. I will be along. I have very little time. Tell me, who are you? What do you want?
I'm Conan. They say you rule the waters.
Queen Vita is the ruler of the waters. I merely serve her.
The people of Marina are starving, and the fish have disappeared. I was told a monster has eaten them?
There is a monster, but the people of Marana are not my concern. This village also needs the fish.
They are not starving, wizard.
I am doing all within my power to defeat the monster. And when I succeed, there will be fish for all. Now will you allow me to pass?
I hope I can believe you.
You have no choice.
I always have a choice.
More than butts and boot tops.
I know all the jokes, just tell me.
Sorry, little friend. My humor can be coarse. Octel and his soldiers are taking a prisoner to water's edge.
Zevin wants to know if this is some sort of punishment.
I don't know. It's only happened once before. The man was taken by the monster of the water. You came just in time. There's going to be an execution.
Zevin, you wait for Volga. Until you come with me.
Your nets have been empty! They shall be empty no more! I have been spoken to! It is the will of Queen Vita that I summon the monster and sacrifice the life of one of her purest servants!
But that is Cabal! She has never done any wrong to anyone!
Would you rather it be you?
No! But it would be fair!
Be silent! Or there will be two.
The soldiers belong to Isazul. Something is wrong here.
It's not your decision to make.
I made it. My decision.
Draw your weapons now! Attack! Creature from the deep! I summon
Are you hurt?
I don't think so.
I want Actor.
He's gone.
Why would your Queen Vita sacrifice you?
I don't believe she did it. Nor would she create the monster.
Octel said that she did.
Isazul has power here. Only he could have ordered it.
I do not know of any Azul.
Then you have to lead us to your queen. What's wrong?
My leg.
Volga, gather the horses. Zevin, find a cart.
Conan,
Yes?
thank you for saving my life.
I've just been rewarded. There are things we have to know.
I have no secrets.
Why has Octel chosen you for sacrifice?
I do not know. He said that Queen Vita chose me. That she spoke to him through the oracle. But I do not believe it.
Why not? It could be true.
In my life, I have known her to be benevolent and kind. I do not believe that she would create a monster to kill her own fish, or me.
You have been before this queen?
She has not been seen since I was an infant.
Does she have an army?
I do not know. Why are you asking me these questions? What are you thinking?
You take us to find a queen you have never seen. You do not know if she has an army.
Where the queen lives is no secret. If you do not trust me, take me back.
You would return to your dad. He means no harm. He's only testing you. Come on. Okay, come. I will help you. Come on, let me help you.
I could walk. It's not far where Queen Vita stays.
Behave yourself. You cannot even stand.
You're mocking me.
No. You lack a leg. Not courage.
If she's too heavy, I will carry her.
How far is it?
I do not know. I've never been inside.
Don't scare me. I don't hear anything.
Conan! 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 What's happening? This is sorcery. The girl has led us into a trap.
Be quiet, all of you.
So, this is where here is.
Who are you? What is your purpose here? If you come in peace, put up your weapons.
I'm Conan. We come in peace to speak to Queen Vita.
If you come in peace, put down your weapons. What do you want of the Queen?
To ask her to return the fish to the sea. To know the reason for the monster. And to know why she orders death by sacrificing.
What happened? Where did everyone go?
They were phantoms, child. They exist only in your mind. I am Queen Vita. Now what is this about a monster? And executions being ordered? My fish are dead? Is it true?
Yes, it is true. If this is your land, why don't you use your powers to save it?
A very powerful and evil wizard cast a spell on me. I've entrusted the care of my people to a young wizard named Actel. He did not tell me of these happenings.
Why has his Azul entered your domain?
You know this for a fact.
Actel's soldiers wore his emblem.
You are injured?
Master Actel is going to sacrifice me to the monster. Conan saved my life.
Is Actel still alive?
Yes.
Come.
She's so beautiful.
She sleeps the sleep that heals. You did well to bring her to me.
She led me here. She's very loyal to you.
And you? Are you loyal to me?
If his Azul is your enemy, then we are friends.
He is indeed my enemy. He's trapped me in this cave, destroyed my forces, but at least I'm safe here.
But your people are not.
Yes. I'm aware of that now. And I understand what I must do. Leaving this haven will cost me my life. You must return me here for my death. Do not ask any questions. You just must trust me and promise that you will watch over Tambal.
I will do my best. You'll need a horse.
I have none.
You ride with me.
Thank you.
Otley, stay with Tambal and look after her.
Behind that wall, there is a door. The guard will show you. Open it, and you will find a small room that is full of weapons and food.
What about Tombo? What do I do if she wakes up?
She will sleep until I return. The fish are gone.
Can you bring them back?
Oh, yes, of course, in time. That is not what concerns me. Octel did not create the monster responsible for doing this. He does not have the power.
Then it was Hisazul.
It has to be him.
You fear him.
Hisazul is stronger than I. I've been trapped in the castle and I have survived. But now, on the outside, I'm weakening.
You are able to complete your task?
Under the best of circumstances and with your help. But we must hurry.
Say something. Say something. What do you think? What do you think of my plan? Is it working, yes or no?
Yes and no. The Queen has left her palace with Conan and is on her way to the village. She is vulnerable, but they are aware that you have a presence there.
Then lead them to the water and let the beast destroy them both.
What I first contemplated. May I now compliment you on your plan? You should be pleased with the fact of your destroying two enemies with one thrust.
Of course. Absolutely.
Shall I inform Actel?
Yes. Tell him I will send reinforcements. Split my forces. Half to the village with Captain Tigar. The rest will ride with General Li Po to Vita's palace. Have him secure it.
Yes, Master. And may I say, more brilliance from a superior mind.
And that is how you lost your head.
It's my head I still have. It's the rest of me that is missing.
Wicca! Where's my ambergris?
You're wearing it.
What is the matter with you?
Why did you try to kill Tambal?
She was a sacrifice.
I was there at the rock. I heard what you said. I saw what you did. And then you blamed the Queen.
You are a liar, my beloved husband. It was Hisazul. Tell, what have you done?
I do what I have for my charges.
You do it for yourself. Your greed will be the end of you.
Not while I have the power of Hisazul behind me.
If he is so all-powerful, why does he need a fool like you?
Where is everybody?
I don't know. Are you well?
This trip is taking a great deal out of me. Oh.
You know you don't have to do this.
I know that.
You're still a beautiful woman.
And you, Conan, a very gallant man.
We can rest if you wish.
No, there's no time. We must find Octel at once.
You've already found him.
He's a fool to face me alone.
Actel!
It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap! It's a trap!
But you are surrounded. Surrender. I will kill you quickly. Fight on, and you shall learn the true meaning of pain.
Stay back! I warn you! Do not come any further! Miss Azul was right. Your time has passed.
I trusted you, Octel. I made you my wizard.
I warned you! Stay back!
What has this Azul promised you? My crone? You're a fool to believe him. It is over. You are over.
No! Creature from the deep! I summon you!
Stop him, Conan. I'm losing the power of the staff. Well done. Are you badly injured?
I'm all right.
Good. Because I'm not. We haven't much time left. We must return quickly. If I die before we get to the palace, my daughter will sleep forever.
Temple is your daughter?
My only child. And our only hope.
Why was she not in the palace with me?
I wanted her safe from his Azul and his spell. I thought that she would be safe under the protection of Octel. I wanted her free.
There's always a price to pay for freedom. How is the Queen?
Her heart beats!
Come, I need your help.
To the losers of our world, there are many, but they are the backbone of our culture. Without them, there would be no winners. And without rewards, how could we keep score? Huh? No, I don't want to take your last coin. Let's call it a day. I'll talk about something else, Hares. Weather, crops. There's always women. Have I ever told you about the 7-foot Asgard snake charmer? She was beautiful. She wanted to make me grow. Didn't work, but the training period was the most wondrous time of my life. Why do I get the feeling I'm playing this game with Zebin? I would really appreciate it if you concentrate this time. I want you to win. Truly, it would be the best thing for both of us. Well, for me at least. Very good! You have won a very special game. The 8th! You've won the 8th game! You get triple! 2, 3...
Need help?
I didn't need your help.
Of course not. What about this one?
You may need my help. A woman like that is worth having on our side.
Yes, I know.
You did well, Conan. Leaving with my daughter. I wanted her to live with the peasants so she could truly love them, as I do.
That is why His Azul chose her to be sacrificed.
I've very little time left. Thank you, Conan. Thank you. And farewell. We shall meet in a better place.
Goodbye.
Wake up, Tambal.
Queen Vita?
Shh. Keep your voice down. Take my ring. Quickly. We only have a moment.
I don't understand.
You will. Do as I tell you. Take my ring and put it on. Take my staff. This ring and all that is mine is yours now. Remember me, if you can. You are my daughter, Tambal. My daughter and my heir.
I will remember you now. You will always be with me. You will live through me.
Where's Otley?
Azul that Queen Vita is dead, and the Cimmerian will soon be too. Make sure you tell him that it was I who killed him.
Hold! How dare you?
Conan!
Zevon, hold my sword.
You don't have to do that.
Oddly.
Miss me?
How are you doing? Fine?
Yeah. Thanks.
Oddly's back.
Now, let me see what I can do about this.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come. You still have the people of 2 villages to feed.
The fish are back.
Yes, they are. You should be pleased.
I am.
No, you are not.
I do not like magic.
Would you rather your nets be empty?
No.
Nor would I. Magic can be a good thing in the right hands.
I still do not like it.
You do not have to. Now I must go. And you?
I am guided by Kron.
Will I see you again, Conan?
Perhaps one day.
I have my mother's staff now. If you do not return, I'll send a bolt to bring you here.
Oh, that's not fair for you. To use magic on me.
You're right. It would not feel good while doing it. But I would apologize and promise never to do it again. After all, I still am a woman.
No. Now you are a queen.
And you, my loyal friend, are truly a king. Goodbye. For now.
This is impossible. I had the perfect plan. Actel, the monster, the fish, the daughter, all in place. I had Vita just where I wanted her. And now, where is the Barbarian?
Feeding the people of Morena.
Feeding them with what?
Fish.
Fish? Don't tell me.
I thought I had. It was the girl's first official act as the new queen.
Is there no good news?
You have your health, master, and your body.
After the ocean swallowed Atlantis, and before recorded history, there was an age when mythical kingdoms spread across an uncharted world. This was the age of Conan. Enslaved as a boy, Conan grew into a warrior. He escaped to encounter mystery, magic, and and myth, while forever facing the ultimate master of sorcery. Lover, friend, hero. His destiny was to free the oppressed and become a king by his own hand. Conan.
First thing I noticed was that our food supply went up. Volkar was gone. Our friend returned to his homeland for a great feast and decided to settle there. With some of the new sights, I'll get over Volkar's loss quickly. I'm sure.
You're warriors.
Only when we have to be.
Warriors always bring trouble. I think they carry it with them in their saddlebags.
We will be no trouble to you. All we need is some food and a place to sleep for the night.
That's what we were told by him. He has already overstayed his welcome.
I have not yet worn out the gold I gave you. When I do, I will leave.
Are you like him? First a drink, and after that you steal our women?
Stealing women is not what we do.
They will not have to steal, they can borrow what they want.
Regardless, I must ask you to leave.
I'm Conan the Cimmerian, and I'm on my way to Nibida.
We have heard about you. There are always soldiers close behind you. You can eat for a price, but you cannot stay longer.
I don't want to put you in danger.
If there are soldiers behind you, you endanger me.
How can I? I don't even know you.
I'm traveling in the opposite direction. The last thing I need is to be taken by soldiers.
Are you a thief?
No more than you, Barbarian.
Do you have a name?
I am Bayou Exucato. I know yours.
We pass each other or not? It's your choice.
I would rather hear music than your death rattle.
So would I.
on the road to Al-Sambar. Many men have died there. I would not like to be one of them.
There it is. Al-Sambar.
I know. I left it yesterday.
It is strange that we were not followed.
You're not grateful for that?
You want to go back and fight some more?
Al-Sambar. Al-Sambar. Conan. Al-Sambar.
He is approaching it, and your soldiers have chased him there.
Yes, there is something familiar about that name, Al-Sambar.
The name is also familiar to me, sire. Familiar enough to make the flesh crawl, so to speak.
And it suddenly clicked. Conan is there.
We could send in more soldiers, Master.
No. Let my evil do it.
You are a wondrous devil.
You're trying to flatter me.
When have you ever known me to lie, Master?
I will send my generals to surround the village.
This is a trap.
Maybe you're too suspicious.
I'm still alive.
Help! Somebody help me! Please!
Seven!
Please! Please! Help me!
Why isn't anyone coming with us?
What was that?
Everything is where it should be.
Why doesn't she speak?
Does she have the mind of a child?
Does he? No, she is too scared to speak.
Silent and beautiful? I think I've just met my next wife.
What will happen to her?
She is not from this village or any other that we know of, Conan. There's no family or friends to take care of her. Because of that, the villagers feel that she is an evil omen.
She's too beautiful to be abandoned. Or an omen.
Maybe she'll become one of Lysandra's girls. They don't need to talk.
We have to go.
Conan.
An evil omen.
Conan.
Conan, the monster fled from you. All the more fuel for your legend.
You put my friends in danger to save yourselves. I hope I never see this place again.
What now?
What become of them?
I understand, but how did you?
I don't know. But I did.
We are surrounded.
I'm aligned with you whether I like it or not.
The choice is also ours.
Didn't make you barbarian, but time is running out.
My master is impatient.
Impatient? Impatient? Of course I'm impatient.
This is the third time you've summoned me today, and I know how you dislike parting with your rubies.
Who cares about a few rubies when you have a huge sword dangling over your head?
I would have thought you'd be used to it by now.
I want Conan dead. My generals tell me that Al-Sombar is totally surrounded and defended only by Conan and a few farmers. This is the time to attack.
You would lose many men, sire.
Yeah, who cares about that?
Perhaps if you wait, Conan will be killed by the monster, without a drop of your soldier's blood having been shed.
Yeah. And who cares about a few lives? A little blood.
What do we do now? They've been there for several hours.
I say we find the weakest spot in their line and break through.
There are reasons they do not attack. They know something we don't.
We can't fight them and there's nowhere to run.
Conan! Those are the soldiers you were fighting before, aren't they?
Now you like us to leave, wouldn't you, little man?
Your fight with Hiss Azul isn't exactly our fight.
I had no fight with Hiss Azul till now. Even if I surrendered to the soldiers, they would still kill me and plunder the village.
Why?
Because they can. You have a family?
Yes.
Then go back to them. Never refuse a good meal. Food is strength.
This god of yours, Crom, do you think he'll be of much help to me?
Only if he chooses to. But Crom expects you to help yourself. Don't you have any god?
I carry it in my scabbard.
So do I.
And what of those who can't help themselves?
Then it is my destiny to help them. Or Crom will have to find some new worshippers.
You find humor in your danger. So much for needing our strength.
You saved me twice now, and yet I ask more.
Ask.
Who am I?
You don't know?
All I remember is arriving here at the village. The midwife told me you and your friend saved me from some sort of a beast.
That's when we first saw you.
And not before? You didn't see where I was coming from or if I was traveling with anyone?
No.
My clothes, were they peasant's rags or perhaps a noble's gown?
I saw no clothes.
None?
You were beautiful.
But naked?
I only saw your face.
You're lying.
Perhaps.
So you weren't trying to escape. You simply wanted to talk to me.
Yes.
Well, it's not as if that I don't have some time to waste. What do you want, farmer?
It's not what I want, sire. It's what you want.
Ah, refreshing. Someone who cares about my needs for a change. Continue.
You're here for Conan, is that not true?
It is true.
And what else?
I don't understand.
Our village. Do you have designs on it?
No. Only Conan. But hear me well. When the order comes, if I have to, I will level the place to get at that barbarian. If I have to.
Oh, you won't have to.
That would suit me.
It'd suit me too, and my family. But tell me something, sire, if it pleases you. Why have you not attacked already?
Orders. Or perhaps I was waiting for a bright person like yourself to step forward.
Yes, General, I understand.
No, farmer. We have no designs on your village. You can trust us. We're Hisazu's army.
I was saving this for the Harvest Festival, but might as well drink it now.
Might as well. Drunk or sober, dead is dead. Oh, I suppose it could take its toll. One drink. A toast to our passing.
Maybe it's good you can't remember. I remember too much.
Battles, wars, life, death.
All of that.
What about the happy times?
There were happy times.
But surely you have memories of a more tender nature.
Some.
I wish I did. Now it appears I never will.
You should have a name. There's a word. Rasheen. It means blue sky. That's your name. Rasheen.
Rasheen.
It suits you.
Use me, Conan.
It is not death I fear, only where I will end up. I know. I will not be alone. We will talk when we get there.
Out of the way, oaf. He's not going anywhere without me.
It appears the battle will be getting early today, and not with the enemy we expected.
A battle's a battle.
Not now, Audley.
Now!
It's simple, Conan. You surrender to the soldiers, or your friends die. Well, what's your decision, Conan?
I could kill a dozen of you before I die.
Yes, but what about those two?
They are going to die anyway. Now let them go or pay the price.
Wait! It is truly a pity that you have chosen this time to end your life. Now that you have the force you need to free yourself from both the monster and Hiss Azul's army.
What do you mean? How can you stop either one?
How can you? That army could lay waste to this entire village after lunch and still not miss dinner. Haven't you wondered why they haven't attacked? Could it be that somewhere in this village there's a spy?
A spy?
It's not odd for an army to place a spy in a village they're about to raid. Ask him.
I'm no friend of those soldiers. If there's a way to keep this village safe, I'll listen to it. If not, then I will do what I must.
Make your choice now.
Well, we'll take him and let those two go.
No. No conditions. Maybe you want this village to fall for some reason.
I'll do what you wish. I hope your gods and your will are stronger than mine.
So do I.
What do we do now?
Now, we get to the truth.
Catch. Good. Here. Good. I got it.
It's not much of a plan.
There is no other. We have to find out why they have not yet attacked us.
They're afraid of something here in the village.
I don't think it is us.
Good point. What if the sentries don't know anything?
They know. Soldiers always do.
We don't.
We ready then?
I want to help.
It is too dangerous.
I'm already risking my life just being in this village. If you leave, they'll kill me. And if you fail, we'll all die anyway.
Not yet. Let them become more careless.
That's fine with me.
Conan, I don't like this. I know you're fond of her, but that does not mean she can be trusted.
I like you too. All I can give is trust.
Your life to save one of the enemy?
There's a common enemy. It has to be killed. Rasheen! Where is she? Rasheen!
What happened to him?
He's cold. And bloodless.
How could that be?
It took us blood.
What did?
The creature.
But we... You killed it!
Maybe there's another one. Rasheen!
I'm fine, Conan.
Did you see any more of those creatures around?
No. But to tell you the truth, I was afraid to look.
Conan. Conan, can we go back now?
Ran away. Stinking cowards!
The beast has taken many of them. The others retreating.
I shall execute every captain, every lieutenant, every sergeant even. And as for that general man, I know a stinking anteep where he can spend a nice long time.
I recognize your rage, O wise one, but tell me the reason.
Have you no ears?
Literally speaking, no, but...
Then do not mock me, Skull. I'm not in the mood. My army has abandoned Conan.
Perhaps, but Conan must still survive the monster.
Then let us pray that you are right.
Pray? That's a new word for you, master.
Trick of the tongue. But you still better get it right.
Well, if there's one thing a farmer can provide, it's food. May you have a smooth and peaceful journey.
You're leaving?
We have to go before the soldiers regroup.
I can remember now. Almost everything.
Your friends, your family, can you go back to them?
I don't have a family.
Then, where would you go?
To make my own family.
Rasheen, I shouldn't call you that anymore.
No, I'm keeping the name. You gave it to me. And now, you can give me something else.
There's no time right now. We have to leave.
There's plenty of time. The soldiers don't know the beast is dead yet, and if they decide to check, they'll send a scout or two. Not an entire army.
You needn't worry about us.
We'll find something to do.
It's hard to believe that someone of your size was once a babe in arms.
I was not a child for long.
No. Nor will I be. I've waited so long for this.
2 days.
Much can happen in 2 days. The lowly caterpillar becomes a butterfly in mere hours. Now, come to me.
Rasheen, I can't be here to raise a family.
My children will only need their father for a single night. My race is a self-sufficient one. We expect to take care of ourselves. And it starts at a young age. My Conan, come to me.
That creature couldn't have killed those soldiers. It was dead before they were. I'm sure of it.
Like Conan said, maybe it was another one of those accursed creatures.
And how did
Rasheen
avoid it?
What? There's something on my what?
Be calm, my Conan. There's nothing to fear. It's a normal transition for my race. 2 days as the chrysalis Rasheen. And now this.
That monster! You never were in danger!
It was my mother. The seed of our race is the blood of men. Accept it, Conan. Our goal is the same as yours. To populate the world with our offspring. The offspring of strong warrior fathers like you, whose memory I will always cherish.
Never! I die first!
Come to me, Conan. Come to me. Give yourself to me.
Conan! I think of my sword!
No! You mustn't. I really do love
I still don't believe Rasheen turned into that thing.
An egg becomes a chicken. A nymph becomes an old crone.
Will you travel with us?
For a while. Till I get where I'm going.
In any event, I'm sorry, Conan. Truly. I'm sorry.
For what?
The girl. You had feelings for her. Must be painful. She was so beautiful.
Yeah. For 2 days.
For many, 2 days of beauty could be a whole lifetime.
Yes, if you intend to live for only 4 days. He doesn't live life enough to really feel it. What could you offer a woman?
What could you?
I have brains.
I have strength.
I have guile.
What is guile?
My point exactly.
If you have insulted me again, I will so watch you like a gnat.
If I called you a buffoon, that's an insult. If I called you an idiot, that's an insult. You should calm down.
Perhaps you're correct. I'm sorry.
Accepted. You do know what accepted means, don't you? 7, you should translate.
You should admire what he does so well.
So I'm to be thankful for the insult he heaps upon me. I should accept him like the good pain of a man who likes the feeling of a stomach cramp? Is no one on my side?
Crom! Pray to Crom. He once saved a horse of mine.